name is Rachel Stringer and welcome to the V10 R-League, the only sim racing championship to bring you 10 of the world's most famous motorsport and sim racing teams going head-to-head for a massive prize pool of £120,000. Here's a quick guide to what's new. The V10 R-League is back for a second season. Here's all you need to know. This season, 10 teams will compete for a prize pool of £120,000. Unlike other racing series, the V10 R-League is team versus team, all using the custom 900 brake horsepower V10 supercar. The new tournament format is 2 groups of 5 teams with group play across 5 weeks. 1 championship point per race win with a maximum of 4 championship points per match. Group play then progresses into a knockout tournament, with teams top of Group A and B progressing straight to the semi-finals. Redline are winners from Season 1, taking on Yaz Heat, a team who finished 7th last season. So it's the big guns with a team who really are going to try and prove themselves this time out. And Ben, let's go over to Yaz Heat. 7th, as I already mentioned, last season. Surely they'd be wanting to push on this season. And it kind of, I guess, shows that they've got 3 new drivers.
They do, yeah. They've got a really strong lineup this year. Of course, it was their first season, their rookie season, new formation as a team as well. So I'm expecting big things from this season. They got Simon Viagang, Manuel Biancalila, and Cedric Tomei, all absolute guns at sim racing. So it'll be very interesting to see, but also funny, like how in the world of sim racing, like you could be rivals with someone at one point, but then teammates in the next. So it just goes to show you should never probably make too many enemies, because one day you'll be racing alongside them again. Yeah, absolutely. And we're guessing they're going to go with the Yas Marina circuit as well. That's a pick and ban option they have. Anyway, you've just seen the changes we've made for the tournament. And I just mentioned we have even more. We have pick and ban, where the teams get to pick the circuits or ban the circuits they want to race or not race on. So have a look at this. Each match is made up of 4 individual races, 2 relay races and 2 team races. In each match, each team will choose 1 track to veto and 1 track to race on from a possible list of 5. In each relay race, all 3 drivers in the team must complete 1 lap each, with drivers swapping out of the car during pit stops. 1 driver per team must complete an extra lap, known as the Joker lap. A Joker lap can be taken at any time during the relay race by any driver on the team. The team that completes all their laps first, including the Joker lap, is declared the winner of the relay race. Each team race involves all 3 drivers in each team competing at the same time across 5 laps. Teams are awarded driver points based on the finishing positions of their drivers. The team with the highest combined driver points is the winner and wins a championship point. Well, I'm loving that this season has gotten bigger and better, and I'm loving the veto process. So each team gets to pick or ban a circuit from our 5 tracks features in Season 2. Let's see where the teams have chosen to race this time out. Okay, Team Redline are banning Yas Marina, and they're picking Mugello. Yaz Heat, what are we seeing here? They're also banning Yas Marina, even though it was already banned, and they're picking Monza. So let's get into the first relay race then, between Yaz Heat and Team Redline. Let's see who gets a better start here in Mugello. We build to the 6 red lights. I stand corrected. Enzo Benito from 2nd place. Can he get off to a good start, Nick? It doesn't look like that's the case.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a struggle there on initial release. Didn't have any traction issues, just a proper bog down, I would say. But that's allowed Biancalila to take the lead very convincingly, as Benito is now starting to actually make inroads into the lead of Biancalila.
Yeah, so this will be the start-finish straight, and he's into the pit lane. I was going to make mention about slipstreaming and overtaking opportunities, but that is completely out the window now as we go into the pit lane. And now crucial, but small rule change for this year is the minimum time for the drivers stationary in the pit lane for the driver change.
No mistakes, doing really, really well, and we'll see him dive into the pit lane real last minute now.
Yep, really attack the pit lane. This is where you can make up a lot of time. I think maybe left a little bit of time on the table there. That was a little bit of a slow entry. Let's see
what Team Redline's response is now with Bianca Lila in the pit lane.
So let's see what Tomei can do when he comes out of the pit lane. His outlap will be crucial to try and see if he can stay ahead of Rydvel. So be coming out now. It's super, super close, Ben.
Yeah, here we go. Team Redline. Looks like they've got the outside line and the lead of this race temporarily. So, yeah, it's going to be on the emphasis of Yas Heat now to get their tyres up to temperature. They're on the back foot now. Let's see if they can muscle back ahead of Team Redline.
So, Schmidl getting the job done, going into the final left-hander and getting it nicely hooked up to take the win for Team Redline.
Yeah, great effort there. That puts them on the ascendancy as we head into the next race. So let's tee that up. Starting us off from pole position is Enzo Benito. We have a Team Redline front row, but let's see what the challenging pack can do from Yas Heat. 6 red lights, and we are underway here in Mugello.
Yeah, looks like a great start from Benito, but a struggle, I would say, for Rydvel as he drops to 4th into turn 1, and Bianca Lila straight up into P2. Super, super close. Oh,
he's been
and who's
squeezed
that one
out.
wide? Someone's got squeezed there. That's Tomei, Cedric Tomei. What a shame for him.
I think it was Michael Schmidl who gave him the little squeeze there down into turn 1, but I think, in my opinion, it was a bit of a racing incident. There were so many cars in just one piece of racetrack that, you know, someone was going to get squeezed out there, and unfortunately it was Tomei. Just looking at the racetrack itself, there really isn't many overtaking opportunities. Turn 1 is your obvious one with the massively long straight. I think it's 1.1 kilometers there. So as long as you can get a nice exit out of the final corner, turn 15, which in itself could be an overtaking spot if you get one of the chicanes wrong through turn 13 and 14. So yeah, there's a lot of this track that's just ruled out because of high-speed corners unless you make a mistake. So your job as a driver, as the car behind, you've got to do the best job to stay as close as you can going out of this corner right here so that you can slipstream and then maybe dive bomb into the first corner.
I mean, it's been pretty much the perfect race for Benito. No mistakes as we head into the final corner. And Ben, you can finish this race because you're pretty good at closing it out.
Oh, I don't know about that. Definitely not in terms of racing, but commentating, that'll be the job for me. Here goes Enzo Benito, crosses the line with a faster slap. No, that's Bianca Lila with a 17.5 there. Great job for him to finish off strongly. But it's Team Redline that take this one, and a very solid job from everyone on the circuit.
Enzo Benito taking an impressive win in what is his first team race for Redline. Fellow countryman Bianca Lila finished 2nd for Team Yas Heat, but with Schmidl and Rydvel in 3rd and 4th, it was a comfortable win for Team Redline, taking the race 17 points to 9. That means Team Redline have won both races at their chosen circuit, Mugello, and lead 2-0 at the halfway stage.
Here we go then, we are underway, and it looks like a great start for Yas Heat. You can see Team Redline trying to move over to cover it off, but it's too little too late.
Wow, what a great start from both drivers. Going down the outside is Benito. Does he make it stick? Oh, hits the sausage curb and fires into the side of Bianca Lila. Bianca Lila now having to pick up his pace, and that's given Benito a bit of a gap, but maybe that could go to the stewards.
I think it certainly will. It was not intentional from Benito there. It was just a poor reaction from the car having to mount the curb, and then it just sent him wide, and then in turn sent the Yas Heat driver wide. So he's into the pit lane. Interesting strategy there. He didn't want to try and chase the slipstream. He's going to take his own path and go for the undercut on Team Redline. Anyway, through to Parabolica now. Very late apex you want to take here and get on the power nice and early once you straighten it up and up to the line, the Temple of Speed. This is such a great circuit to go racing, and I'd imagine we'll go racing here for many more years to come. Here comes the Yas Heat driver. Round the outside is Rydveld. My goodness, I'm having a shocker today, Nick.
Yeah, no worries. So Rydveld is now, sorry, I'll pick it up. So Rydveld is now in P2. So Tomei, by the looks of it, is taking his Joker. So now they've taken the lead, and now it's 8/10 difference is the gap, and both drivers in.
Yep, Rydveld in as well. So the benefit of being the car behind is you can react to what the driver in front does and just brake that a little bit later and gain a little bit of time on your opponent. So here we go, the all-telling, the all-crucial pit stop. Redline in second.
And an amazing final lap. So that's, wow.
Oh, no, they're waiting at the end of the pit lane. That's the
exactly
new
what you said.
So they're
New
giving
rule.
themselves track position now. But what does Yas Heat do? Even if they come out ahead of them, are they just going to overtake? On the right side, they do! That's exactly what happens. So the pit lane wasn't blocked in a way. They could still go around them. And Yas Heat have got the lead again.
Wow, that is really interesting. That is really interesting. You could really use that to your advantage. So that is now Weigang in the lead. Final lap of this relay race with Schmidl all to do. It went from 3/10 to 7/10, which has given Weigang the breathing space to take the win.
Great job from Yas Heat, all around great strategy, great race, great management. And even with the incident on the first corner, they were able to still come out on top at the end of the day. So here we go then. And we have Yas Heat starting on pole position by way of Cedric Tomei. In second place, we have Michael Schmidl of Team Redline, who we're focusing on here. Away we go for this race, and it looks like a great start for Team Redline.
Yeah, a pretty even start, but it looked like the second phase of the start for Schmidl was really good. He's going to be down the inside for turn one.
Oh,
braked a bit late over the sleeping policeman. And wow, will that go back to the stewards? We'll have to wait and see. Tomei for now has to settle for P2.
Hopefully it doesn't go to the stewards. It didn't look like he's gained a lasting advantage there. He was already clearly ahead going into turn one, I would say.
Yeah, but someone's going to say he didn't make the corner, though.
That is true. That is true. So we'll have to wait and see and wait for what the stewards have to say about that. But Tomei, regardless, is still on his tail. So we'll see what comes of this race. But we can see Weigang there in fourth place, trying to back up Yas Heat. Bianca Lila there in P5, but Redline still, even though they're not leading, or they are leading this race, sorry, Redline are doing really well, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, really, really well. Tomei is in a Redline sandwich at the moment. He's going to be in the slipstream of Schmidl. Rydveld is going to be in the slipstream of Tomei. Who's going to blink first? Is he going to be close enough to mount an attack? Not just yet. A little bit of understeer you can see. As he was in the dirty air, he started to push just wide a little bit. So Rydveld lost a little bit of time through the parabolica, and the slipstream doesn't look like it's that effective. Into turn one, has to go defensive, does Tomei. Let's see what happens down the outside. What a great onboard shot. Just managed, what a great move, just got it done. And a fantastic move there from Rydveld. And Tomei's gone from second to fourth.
Yeah, he's edged him out from second to fourth, and I don't think Tomei will be happy with that one. But yeah, interesting about the slipstream there. They're still side by side as we run down into the middle sector chicane, and we've got teammates colliding there. That's Bianca Lila, I think, running into the back of Tomei, was it?
I think you are correct.
He's dropped down to P5, and Benito is now up to fourth. So Yas Heat really shooting themselves in the foot here. They'd be very upset with that. So much has just transpired on this lap alone. We're only halfway through it. It's lap 2. But yeah, unfortunately for Tomei, I think he made the wrong decision, as we can see a replay here. This is, yeah.
So that's Bianca Lila tapping Tomei as Tomei cuts across the front of him. So it's a mistake from both drivers, I would say. Just one of those things as we now ride on board with Enzo Benito looking back at Tomei. Tomei trying to go around the outside, but has affected himself on the exit, and that has allowed Bianca Lila to then overtake his teammate and get in the slipstream of Benito down the outside. Who's going to be latest on the brakes? Let's hope we can see that. Oh no, the camera cut to P3, which is Rydveld, so we actually didn't see what happened there.
Yeah, so Bianca Lila in fourth place. Yeah, I'm really unfortunate we couldn't see that, but we can see the battle for P3 now. As you can see, Rydveld trying to go round the outside of Weigang into the middle sector chicane. and he's going to get the job done, but he's going to be compromised on exit. But thankfully, oh, there's a spin back there for Yassi. It's Tomei. His race has gone from bad to worse here.
Head down the back straight for the final time, and then into the infamous and famous Parabolica.
Yeah, here we go, Michael Schmidl. Here he comes through the last corner. He is going to win the team race here in Monza. It's a great win for Team Redline. They've absolutely locked this one out. Great job from those guys, and cementing their position in the race too, with a fastest lap on the last lap.
Michael Schmidl was given a 3-second penalty for exceeding track limits, and so was demoted to second, with teammate Jeffrey Wrightwell promoted to the top step of the podium. But that doesn't change the overall results, with Team Redline taking a comfortable win, 18 points to 8. Meanwhile, it was a race to forget for Cedric Tomei, who went from first to last. That shows just how tight the margins are here in the V10 R League.
So Redline there taking on Yas Heat. So Redline victorious, but let's get confirmation of those results.
Team Redline were supreme on their circuit pick Mugello, winning both the relay and team races and really leaving Yas Heat with too much to do. They did pull back a point in the second relay race, but it was a comfortable win in the end for Redline in the final team race of the match, proving that once again they will be the team to beat this season.